give you an update. Today, the council members-elect and I spent most of the day working through orientation. We had Regan Smith here to talk about security. We had IT here to talk about computers and laptops and all that great stuff. And so I don't know if we all for the good, I think, but they are very what do you say, just hanging in there for that entire day. They were great to be able to put up with all of the ongoing information that they had, and yet we still didn't make it through everything, but it is a work in progress. We had a mock council meeting, and so I think they'll be really ready for Monday night. The water bill inserts that we usually send out once a year, we're looking forward to doing that in June of this year, but in deference to Mayor Huther's the picnic, the 4th of July picnic, we will not send ours in June. We'll send them in August so that they can use that month of June for that water bill. Apparently, it's all full, and so we'll do these in June. But just so you know, this is contact information that we send out to every resident. It has how to get a hold of you, your number, your email, and it goes in the water bill inserts. So we'll do that in August. And then the election report we'll give to the council. We're hoping in that first Monday in June. It has been, we've been very focused, of course, on settling in the new council members and preparing for the ceremony next Monday. But we wanted to give you a final tally of our bill and how that was spent. And so hoping to do that first Monday in June for you. I know there's been folks who've asked about that. Also, we're working on that 2011 budget. We just got the email that they're moving forward or possibly moving forward with one digital management group for software. And so that will help us wrap up our budget for you, and we'll hopefully get that done by the 17th, if all goes well. We don't anticipate the budget going up at all, but just need to be able to reprogram those dollars to pay for that and then pay for new equipment related to that digitization of software. And then finally, I know there was objections by some that we usually do an orientation dinner on this night for the council members who are retiring and those who are coming in as a welcoming to them. We've often done that at the pavilion. We kind of walk over after the 4 o'clock meeting and do a nice dinner together. And in the past, we've had an educational component to it. We've had Dr. Ralph Brown speak to us about the tale of two cities between Sioux Falls and Sioux City. And I think the outgoing council members had said, let's not do that in terms of being frugal. So, but we did go ahead and get you some cake and some punch and some coffee, hoping that was okay. But we wanted to have a special time with all of you, remembering your service to the city and all of the work that you have done on behalf of the citizens. And then here in front of the podium are the sculptures that will be handed out by the mayor to you later this evening. And so just wanted to display those. They're beautiful. HR helps coordinate that, and they do a wonderful job preparing those for the council members who are retiring. And that's everything. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Anybody from the mayor's office that wants to address the council at this time? Seeing none. How about audit committee?
No report, but we do have a meeting May 20th at 4 o'clock here.
Okay. Fiscal committee?
No report.
Land use committee?
No report.
Public service committee? I'll take that as a no report.
I'll say no report.
Okay, city council open discussion. Councilor Knudsen.
And just a few items for today is one, just a reminder, a friendly reminder to the public that there's an open house for Mayor Munson on this Friday from 2 to 5 at the Orpheum Theater. And I am going to be so gracious, I'm going to loan 4 of my almost 40 city council scrapbooks to the party. And so I want you to all attend and look through those scrapbooks. Councilor Benega still feels bad he doesn't have any scrapbooks, and you can watch Channel 16 to learn that in more detail. Also, last week, I know that many of you up here attended the ribbon cutting for the renovation of the main library, and wow, is that beautiful. Besides allowing us so much more space for books and computers, I mean, it is just so much friendlier and cheerier. And I returned on Saturday morning with my 4-year-old grandson, and we checked out 40, that's 40, children's books, and we used the self-checkout. And I figure if a 4-year-old can do that, the rest of us should be able to also. But, and again, congratulations to Director Felix and all of the other city people that were involved in that wonderful program. And then I know that all of the city councilors received this email a couple days ago regarding from Jody Schwan regarding the Pettigrew Heights update. But I do think it's very exciting that finally the that we've been waiting for a little while for the low-income housing tax credits and home funds from the South Dakota Housing and Development Authority to arrive, and those funds were awarded on April 29th, so we can really go forward with incredible redevelopment efforts at Pettigrew Heights, which again, I mean, when you think about those 40 blocks, I still think this is one of Mayor Munson's greatest achievements, though he has had many in the 8 years he has been mayor, and we have worked closely with him most of the time. And I think that'll do it for today.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, Dee, you said that a 4-year-old could run that self-checkout?
Yeah.
Because I was at the Cali branch a couple weeks ago, and I needed help. Moving on, any other open discussion? Councilor Benega?
Well, I wanted to kind of talk about an email that I got from a friend who now lives in South Carolina about our police department, and it's I'll read as much as I can without violating any confidentiality issues, but my friend called to thank our department and the police department who assisted in the search of his father-in-law who is suffering from Alzheimer's, and he'd been missing a few hours when they had contacted 911 from their South Carolina home. He said the police department was incredibly helpful. He included the Metro Communications people and wanted to let people know that his father-in-law was found a few hours later, safe and sound, thankfully. But he also wanted to express his personal thanks to Officer Matt Walker, and I'm going to butcher Jennifer's name, but I think it's Jennifer Varenho, and Aaron Christensen from the police department, and I'd like to acknowledge those 3 individuals for service above and beyond the call of duty, if you will, and he was extremely impressed with Patty Lyon and the 3 people that I mentioned above, so that's pretty neat.
Thank you. Any other open discussion? Councilor Jameson?
Regarding tonight's agenda, item number 3 and 4, I had a conversation with our current mayor, Dave Munson, and mayor-elect Mike Huther, and both of them are comfortable with the appointments tonight and wanted me to share with you that there is no concerns on their behalfs. So at least you have that.
Councilor Staggers?
Yeah, I guess I was concerned about, I don't have this in front of me right now, but one individual who's works for the City of Canton being on one of our boards. I just didn't feel particularly good about having another government entity's employ on ours. So I don't know if anybody noticed that or not. But.
Councilor Knudsen?
I don't have a clue, don't remember what person that is, but I guess it would be more important to me. I assume that person must reside in the City of Sioux Falls, and if he or she does, I believe that they are very appropriate appointees.
Okay, on another matter, were you done, Councilor James?
Well, just in case there isn't time tonight during the official council meeting, I wanted to make sure I thanked you guys for the time that I've had here serving with you guys, and I appreciate your work, your commitment to the city. I've learned a lot from you guys, although even though we haven't agreed on some things, I think we all agreed that you've participated in making Sioux Falls a better place. So thank you.
Thank you for those comments. On tonight on the agenda also, or actually was late to get onto the agenda, we need to walk in a resolution regarding the election of the chair and the vice chair, and I just wanted to see if there's any concerns with that. Now, I spoke with most of the councilors-elect, and they're in support of this so that they can, the new council next week, can elect their chair and their vice chair. Is there any concerns, or anybody want to talk about that here today? Councilor Knudsen?
Well, I have absolutely no serious concerns about the item being walked in tonight, and I just personally still am where I was when the topic first came up, is that I think the resolution is seriously harmless, but totally unnecessary, because I think the current ordinance that's in place works beautifully. It seems to me that it's just common sense that once a chair is gone, chairperson is gone for this, that, or whatever, that the vice chair steps in, and my goodness, we have a very capable vice chair in Councilor Jameson, and again, this to me is totally unnecessary because I believe that he could chair the group in a very competent fashion until July 1st, and then the councilors who are left up here and the new ones who are sitting out in the audience today could, decide to keep the chair, the vice chair in place for another year, or, move to someone else or whatever. But so I'm going to be voting no, but I mean, it's just no big deal to me. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Okay. Any other comments or questions regarding that? All right. Any other council open discussion? Well, I have one last item. Last year at this time, Councilor Litz bestowed on me the informational gavel. And so presuming that Councilor Jameson will be the chair next year, or it's certainly for next week's, there you go. That is the informational gavel. Much smaller than the mayoral gavel.
Thank
So, other than that, if there's nothing else, Councilor Knudsen?
Councilor Costello, I just want to tell you once again that I think you've done an outstanding job as our chairperson, and I just really appreciate your humble manner of being our chairperson and wish you the best always.
Well, thank you. Any other topics before we get to sign off for this last time for some of us? Seeing none, Councilor Jameson, would you? Never mind. I'll do it one last time. We are adjourned.